The last-minute injury victim, and the replacement is John Brown, who's starting a first-team match for the first time since the league decided against Aberdeen in May, although he came on as a last-minute substitute against Sparta Prague last week. Hibs make only one change from the side which drew at Aberdeen on Saturday. Willie Miller comes in at the expense of Neil Orr. And Mickey Weir, the scorer of 6 goals this season, has been passed fit to take his usual place in attack. The referee this evening was Douglas Hope from Erskine in his 10th season as Grade 1 official. He's a reporter to the children's panel. Rangers have the task of allowing John Brown and Scott Nisbet to settle in central defence. Keith Wright will certainly put them under lots of pressure. And Hibs have opened up in a very decisive 4-4-2 formation. Mickey Weir operating wide on the right at the start of the match. He's been in splendid form this season. He'll be a major threat there to David Robertson at the back for Rangers. So here's Nisbet enjoying such outstanding form, keeping Oleg Kuznetsov out of the side. The long run made there by Robertson, but with no prospect of reaching it. Weir using Miller. Keith Wright trying to send that across to the near side here for Murdo McLeod. There's Brown. Now it's with Mitchell. The angle ball in. Across it goes to Mickey Weir. Ryan Hamilton matched there quickly by McCall. And McCall's tackle has set up Johnston on the break. There's no free kick given there. Referee Hope waving play on. It was a fine tackle by Hunter on Johnston, but Gordon Hunter is undoubtedly in trouble. He took a knock a few minutes ago, challenging Johnston. Here's Keith Wright with a chance for Hibs. And complaining there, he was being held back on the run. He's very pacey indeed through the middle right. And he had a brief chance in front of goal as Gordon came to meet him. Rangers trying to build again from midfield. The match continuing at a frantic pace. There's Stevens. Now Durant. Haitley's layoff. There's Durant. Complaining there was a deflection there, which should have given Rangers a corner kick. The goal kick it is, though. Well, there was a chance here for Keith Wright without any question there. Brown and Nisbet out of reach, it appeared. There was Keith Wright. Now he just had to catch the ball there. Complaining he was being held by Brown, and really there was a fair claim there on the part of Keith Wright. John Brown. Cross from Robertson now to Nisbet. Loves to come forward like this. Nisbet started his career as a striker. Tremendous play there from Nisbet. Well, clearly fed up with all that passing around the back four. Takes the chance here to come striding forward, showing skill, strength and pace. He saw the gap opening up and let fly, and John Buddy scrambled across at the last moment to make certain that came to no harm. What good play it was from a central defender, providing another option to the Rangers attacking play. Spikeman picking out McCall. That's good play, a great chance now for Rangers. This is Houstra looking for Haitley, and the best attack of the match so far finishes with Haitley sending the ball wide of goal. John Burridge clearly unhappy, but it was great play here from Stuart McCall. Houstra had acres of space to attack the Hibs defence. Played this to near post area, looking for Mark Haitley, got to the ball first, and Burridge had it covered. Headed by Robertson, there's Haitley. And McCall coming forward more and more now for Rangers to very good effect. This is Houstra. And Burridge is in trouble. And it's scrambled off the line at the last ditch there by Gordon Hunter. Well, what an aberration on the part of the Hibs goalkeeper, John Burridge. Long, high cross. Burridge appeared to have this well under control. Then came the fumble. He managed to keep the ball away from Maurice Johnston, and Hunter reacted quickly on the goal line. Oh, what a relief for the goalkeeper that was. Houstra again with a cross, wants to test Burridge again quickly. It's back with Spackman. Now Houstra dragging the ball inside, invited to do so in fact by Weir. There's Nisbet setting himself to the left foot shot, going for the chip this time. Well, very good idea that from Scott Nisbet. John Burridge, happily for Hibs, was right on his goal line. Header down by Spackman, lofted through there by McGinley. There's no offside. Here's Mark McGraw, and a fine challenge made by Andy Gorham. There's Mickey Weir trying to chip. Keith Wright with a header, and Hibs are ahead. Mickey Weir and Keith Wright celebrate with these Hibs supporters. And Keith Wright again paying off that huge transfer fee with his 5th goal for his new club. Mark McGraw beaten by a very good punch out from Andy Gorham. Just look at the way Mickey Weir looks up, checks where Keith Wright is, puts it straight on his head, and the ball is in the net. Well, it was good goalkeeping by Gorham. He then had to scramble back towards his goal line. He's taking some time to do that. You can see him there backpedaling slowly as Mickey Weir flights the ball in. Stevens is on the goal line. Keith Wright sends the ball between Stevens and Nisbet, and it's the perfect opening for Hibs. Nick Miller there on the left of the picture, the Hibs manager with a new lease of life for his club this season. Here's Durant, danger now for the Hibs defence. Through it goes to Johnston. He's offside. It was brilliantly saved by Burridge. Well, Johnston clearly not happy about the linesman's flag going up, but it doesn't matter because John Burridge made sure there was no real protest. It's a fine ball played through here by Durant. Let's see where Johnston is. And as the ball was released, I think he was onside. Played on by Willie Miller over on the far side there. Here's Brown. Good 1-2 there with Houstra. This is McCall taking over. Brown continues the run forward. Durant picks out Stevens. That's for Johnston. It's good play from Rangers and also from Gordon Hunter in defence. Spackman trying to pick out the run made by Stevens. And the Hibs organisation pays off again. Good play from Hibs. Roddy McLeod nudging the ball forward there to McGinley. The Hibs supporters are enjoying this hugely, and they're certainly entitled to. Here's Mickey Weir. Ball finds its way across to McGraw. They're queuing in the box now for Hibs, but there's plenty of cover back. Here's Mickey Weir with a chance for the second, and it's brilliantly saved by Gorham. Well, Andy Gorham with a lingering look at his defenders. McGraw playing this across. It looked as though the Rangers defence could clear this. David Robertson's header going to Mickey Weir. Dropped there, back to Weir, and the save from Gorham was vital. So here's Weir now with a corner kick. And a very good challenge made inside the area by Nigel Spackman to deny Tommy McIntyre. Here's Rangers now in the break with Johnston. Hately goes through the middle, Houstra on the left. And Willie Miller going into that challenge, turning defence into attack instantly. Well, this is developing into a splendid football match. And Hibs looking good value for the lead at the moment. Andy Gorham prevented it becoming 2 goals. Good running by Spackman. His run wasn't matched from midfield. Cross it goes there to Johnston. And that could have gone for the corner. It came off Graham Mitchell, but Burridge was alert enough. Alec Miller down below is waving his team forward. He wants to play the game in the Rangers half. Good challenge by Brown. McIntyre laying it off calmly into midfield to Hamilton. This is Weir. Elizabeth's clearance goes straight to McGinley, and the noise you hear is coming from the Hibs supporters at half-time. Keith Wright has scored just on the half hour. A superb goal to give Hibs a lead, which they richly deserve in the balance of play in that first half. But for Andy Gorham, it might have been 2. So Hibs have contributed hugely to an outstanding cup semi-final. There's lots of outstanding action to come, I'm sure, in the second half. At half-time, it's Rangers 0, Hibs 1. Hibs reappeared for the second half to a tremendous reception from their supporters. And that certainly was thoroughly merited on that first half performance. Hibs looking so well organised, so determined. And they had a number of outstanding individual performances to contribute to what was, I'm sure, the most pleasing 45 minutes they've enjoyed for some considerable time, even taking into account the excellent start they've had to the season. For Rangers, there were problems, undoubtedly. They have to sort out their supply from midfield to the front men and make certain there are no misunderstandings in the back four. Nisbet and Brown coming together for the first time this season. Back from Durant. Nisbet using Brown on his left. Stumble there by Houstra. No one forward for Hibs to put pressure on Nisbet or Gorham. A long ball from Nisbet, up goes Hately, there's Johnston, he's under pressure all the way back from Gordon Hunter. Johnston looking hopefully for a foul and a penalty kick indeed, but Gordon Hunter again rescued Hibs with a tremendous challenge. Header on from Hately, created the problem, and Hunter simply wouldn't be denied with that challenge. Well, Hibs have put so much into the opening out of the match, you wonder if their stamina may be tested here, but here's Mickey Weir running at the defence, he loves to do this. And good play by Keith Wright also. Roddy McLeod would like to have had the chance to shoot for goal. This is Mitchell. And Brown's headed clear, saves the day for Rangers. Here's Roddy McLeod again. Hamilton's in space on the right, this is promising for Hibs. And that one almost surprised Andy Gorham. I'm not at all certain that was what Hamilton intended. He's disappointed. Roddy McLeod picked him out well with a very accurate pass. And Hamilton looking up, I think he tried to play it across the face of the goal and sliced it somewhat, but Gorham made a good save. McCoy's tackled well by Hunter. Well, he's performed brilliantly against one international forward, Gordon Hunter. He's now facing another. First it was Johnston, now it's McCoy. This is Mickey Weir. Cross it goes to the far side, and Gary Stevens turning it back. Gorham beats the ball to safety. The race is on, and the athleticism of Gary Stevens gets to that ball ahead of Pat McGinley. Incredible running power, Stevens. And he's set up another attack for Rangers. McCall sending it forward there for McCoist, and the interception again was made by Gordon Hunter. So here's Mickey Weir coming forward again. That attack a moment or two ago, playing the ball across, and it was Gary Stevens who deflected that back. Gorham had no option but to beat that away from right. So a second Rangers substitute warming up now. Sandy Robertson is on the track below us, preparing to come on. Here's a chance for Johnston, setting himself to the left foot shot. Here's McCoist on the rebound, and Burries was quick enough. Well, a stroke of luck which may make all the difference to Hibs. It was fine striking play, this, by Maurice Johnston, controlling the ball here, going past Graham Mitchell, the left foot shot. Burries was in trouble, and then the recovery by the keeper was remarkable as McCoist played that on target. Well, Rangers pinning Hibs back now, testing their defensive resources to the full. McCall playing it in, there's Hately, the set up there, and it's Durant and McCoist leave it to each other, allowing McIntyre to intercept. There's Spackman. McCall collects. Looking up for the options, none available, and his attempt to find Mark Hately goes wrong. So a goal kick to Hibs and the chance to bring on a substitute. The ball played across here by Gary Stevens. And McCall lofting it towards Hateley. They headed across there, and a bit of uncertainty on the part of Ian Durrant. So Gareth Evans has replaced Mark McGraw up front for Hibs. Alec Miller instructing Neil Orr, who may well come on shortly, or I think he may do his warming up towards the Hibs half with instructions for his teammates. There's Wright. Into space it goes for Evans. Midfield players making their way into the box. Can Evans release a cross? That's a good effort. Whistling across the face of the goal. And he got a went for that all right. Couldn't get a touch. Played forward by Keith Wright. And Gareth Evans going after that very willingly indeed, as you would expect for a man just on the field. Checking inside, playing that towards the far post. And it's a good effort. So here's Scott Nisbet looking for Hateley again. That's helped on, and Tommy McIntyre not only intercepting but pulling it down, picking out a pass for Mickey Weir. That's for Wright if he can get in behind John Brown, but Brown is pacey enough to get there ahead of the Hibs striker. Walter Smith waving the back four forward to link up better in midfield. There's Hamilton. Johnston over there on the far side, bringing it down well. Durrant offers himself ahead. Placed by Hamilton. Good play by Durrant. Measuring himself for the cross. Mickey Weir back defending. Wright has won it. Appeared to be eased off that by Nisbet, but there's no complaint from the Hibs striker. Spackman has possession again. Up goes McIntyre. He's had a great match in central defence beside Gordon Hunter. These two have been the rock on which the Rangers attacks have perished most of the evening. Weir takes this to the corner flag. Steps away from David Robertson, looking up now for an accurate cross. Still forcing his way inside. It came off Weir last. That'll be a goal kick. He has such quick feet, Weir. Draws defenders close to him and steps past them. Sandy Robertson now preparing to come on for Rangers below us as Hunter makes that lusty clearance, collected by Stevens. Here's John Brown. Hateley with a layoff for McCall. This is for McCoy. It's McCall again. It was brilliant play there from Rangers. McCall's frustration and enthusiasm inducing that very rash tackle. After the chance had gone, McCall went careering forward, and there was Gordon Hunter, and he's whacked there by Stuart McCall. So too was Burridge. Headed away there by Martin McLeod. Here's Gary Stevens. Just 1 minute left in the match. Can Rangers save this semi-final? Mickey Weir's header. There's McGinley. Here's Keith Wright now with a chance to settle it for Hibs. Faced by Nisbet. One-on-one, and Nisbet did well, but you can be sure Hibs will take plenty of time about this corner kick. More precious time goes by. Keith Wright may feel he could have done better there. Alec Miller brought back to the dugout by Jerry Evans, the fourth official. Sides frequently vulnerable at corner kicks. Mickey Weir plays it short. He has possession again. He can retain it at the corner flag. Trying to get away from Gary Stevens. There's Robertson to McCall. The referee's checking his watch. Hibs on the brink of a dramatic victory in this semi-final. Referee Douglas Hope checks his watch, and there goes the final whistle. Hibs have beaten Rangers. They're through to the Skol Cup final. And there's the scene of jubilation among the supporters. Alec Miller, a former Rangers player, celebrating on the pitch below us. He's come through trials and tribulations of the most pressurised kind, and now he faces a Skol Cup final, having overcome the favourites for the trophy in everyone's eyes. Rangers, though, on the night, a well-beaten side. It was a magnificent goal from Keith Wright in the first half, which settled it. Hibs then drew on all their powers of resilience, on their organisation and their determination. And the final of the Skol Cup next month will be between Dunfermline Athletic and Hibernian. It's Rangers 0, Hibernian 1.